Hi, Susan Adams here with Quilted Heartz, and I'm finally able to unveil my next greatest product. It's called the Winding Eaze. It's made to go with the Binding Eaze. It winds your fabric, your binding, as you iron it, as you press it, and then you can use this handy dandy spool to store it. And so I've been waiting a long time to unveil this. We actually conceived the idea about 3 years ago while we were patenting the Binding Eaze, and we threw it in on the patent, so it's also patented. And we just couldn't get it perfected to have it exactly right for it to work easily and efficiently and cost effective. So I'm going to show you how you use it. It's really cool. So it comes with this spool, as you see, and you clamp it onto your ironing board. And this is made to clamp pretty much anywhere, on a table, on an ironing board, on a board that you've made, whatever. The clamp has quite a deep throat on it, so you can get it on a pretty thick board or table or whatever. All right. So I put mine on this ironing board. I didn't want to waste time showing you how to do that. And then the next thing you do is you just push your spool on here. And sometimes you have to press these in a little bit to get it on and off. Okay. These little tangs, we call them. So we push it on there. And then till it snaps into place. And then you want to get a little bit of your binding pressed like you normally do. When you're starting your binding, you want to get a little bit pressed. And thread it through so it's nice and stabilized. Get it all lined up here. Then wrap this around and put the clamp on, okay? Then you just start turning it like this. I don't even watch it as I'm turning it because it should just go on just fine if you have this lined up. See how I have this lined up with the straps or belts or whatever you want to call them. Anyway, so then you just turn as it goes. I just look at my right hand, and I call this the right-handed one. We can also do a left-handed one by just turning this handle over to this side and putting the spool onto this side, and then you'll have a left-handed one. Okay, for any of you left-handers. I have 3 left-handed grandchildren, so I have to think about things like that. Okay, then we just go along like that, and it's all done. That easy. And when you have a king-size binding, this is wide enough that you just kind of feed it along the spool and then build the spool out. And I have fit a king-size binding on there. It's wide enough and deep enough that you can just keep on winding. And even if it bulges a little bit, it still works really good and keeps on winding it around. So then you just push these little tangs together right there, and the spool comes unlocked. And then you have this to just store on a shelf or in a drawer or wherever you store your binding while your quilt top's being at the quilter or when you're quilting it. And I'm going to have extra available to buy so that you can get extra spools. Then when you're putting your binding on, you take it over to your sewing machine and you can either put it on one of the spool holders, the spool holders for the big spools, or like this so that it just comes undone as you're doing it. Or you can just set it on a table right down in front of you and it unwinds as you're doing it and you just don't have that big mess. So as you've seen, I've got it in 3 colors. I have it in the coral, the lavender, and the peacock. They all match. I'm anxious to hear your reviews, so thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.